This week we're building a project I bet you've never seen before. It's a toilet tank top sink. Say that time 10. To start, I needed to make a silicone mold of our toilet tank so that the concrete would sit right on top. Okay, so I set my mold up exactly like Ben's. Got the toilet seat glued in upside down, the cove molding, about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch all the way around it. And I've made it extra tight because this mold stuff is $170 for this thing. So I'd like to use as little as possible. That is so crazy. This is more my speed here. Perfect, 10 bucks. Okay, I've got all my parts cut out, but I do not have a recollection of how I was supposed to put this together. So I'm gonna try and look for some pictures of my SketchUp, see if I can get it put together. I've got my Frankenstein of a mold here done that I give a 15% chance of working. I'm gonna pour the base first, fill it up over here, cap this side off, fill up halfway, take this piece, which has my drain and my downspout, push it in there, screw it down, and then continue filling the outside. I don't know if that's how concrete forming works. We're gonna see if it works. Again, I have no hopes for this whatsoever. Oh my gosh. All kinds of holes in that. Why? Oh, because the air couldn't escape. Here's what I ended up with after grinding, which is not much better. It's a little more even all the way around. I just used a grinder with like a $2 concrete grinding pad, and it made very short work of that. It was actually kind of dangerous because it took material away very quickly. And then I used a belt sander just to kind of smooth things out. And then I used the Dremel to get in the little nooks and crannies. But I still need quite a bit of patching. So I'm trying a new material here called Feather Finish. And that went really well. This was just one coat, and that, you know, filled in all of my gaps in here. So I'm really happy with how this is sanding out. That top coat was so light that with just a little bit of water I can smooth out my sanding marks like this, and it's kind of bringing out the color. So I'm super excited to see what this looks like with the waterproofing coat on it. Look at that, how smooth that is. I'm going to be using Thompson's Water Seal. It was super cheap. I used the Dremel to grind out a spot for the drain so that it sits nice and flush and we don't have any sitting water. There's one spot right here that has a little dip in it that if I had the patience, I'd do another little patch right there, but one little tiny spot you won't notice. I'm ready to finish this thing, so let's put the coat on. So I got the plumbing worked out. If you want to come in for a closer look here, Lauren. It's literally just a little elbow joint and then a reducer to go down to the 3/16 little hose that comes out of the flushing mechanism. Now, when you flush the toilet, wash your hands. Okay. Oh shoot, I can't set it down anymore. The drain goes lower than that. So set that down just on that thing right there. You gotta plug that black tube here. Yep. Ta-da! I think it turned out awesome. Here's how it works.
I don't think we need to film this part.
Okay, fine, you're probably right. So, when you're done using the restroom, you flush the toilet, and then the water is rerouted from the tank up through this faucet, and you can wash your hands. This is perfectly clean water. I know we're gonna get this in the comments. This is drinking water out of the tap, basically, and then it goes into the tank, and then that water is used for the next flush. So you basically save a tank of water every time you wash your hands. I guess not really. You really save however much water you would use to wash your hands in the faucet. The finish turned out amazing. The waterproofing is perfect. The fit on the tank itself with using the silicone mold was pricey, but oh man, it's great. I just love everything the way it turned out. Honestly, I was making this kind of as a novelty, but I think Laura would agree. It's pretty functional. I give the idea 8 out of 10 and the execution 8 out of 10. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.